Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we uncover the incredible story behind top 4 of the most sought-after treasures in Australian numismatics. First up, the 1971 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin with no mint mark. This coin may look ordinary at first glance, but it holds extraordinary value and a story that could change your life forever. This coin, minted in 1971, is part of Australia's post-decimalisation currency era. When Australia shifted from pounds to dollars in 1966, the Royal Australian Mint began producing 50-cent coins in silver. However, due to rising silver prices, the coin was quickly changed to a copper-nickel composition, which continued in subsequent years, including 1971. But here's where things get truly interesting. Despite being a regular circulation coin, certain 1971 50-cent pieces are now fetching astonishing prices in the collector's market. What makes the 1971 edition so desirable is not just its age, but its scarcity in pristine condition. Over time, many coins in circulation have suffered damage, wear, or environmental corrosion. Finding a 1971 50-cent coin with no mint mark, preserved in brilliant uncirculated or proof-like condition, is like finding a needle in a haystack. And collectors are willing to pay a small fortune for that rarity. Now let's talk about its design. The obverse of the coin features the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, while the reverse proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, a symbol of national identity and pride. It's not just a coin, it's a historical artifact frozen in time, capturing the essence of early 1970s Australia. So why is this coin considered so valuable today? The answer lies in the combination of limited survival rates in mint state, rising interest in pre-1980s Australian currency, and the numismatic community's increasing demand for error-free, high-grade specimens. Each year, fewer of these coins remain in top condition, which drives their value higher with each passing day. In auctions and private coin markets, a flawless 1971 50-cent coin with no mint mark can command staggering amounts. There are reports of collectors paying over $18,000 for one in proof-like quality. Even moderately graded coins have sold for $3,000 to $7,500, depending on luster, strike quality, and absence of contact marks. Imagine owning something that could sit in your drawer for decades and then suddenly become your ticket to thousands of dollars. That is the magic of this coin. The rise in coin collecting culture and the passion for historical preservation has made it possible for everyday people to turn pocket change into real wealth. The coin market is booming, and rare coins like this are no longer just collectibles, they're investments. Savvy collectors know that now is the perfect time to hunt down these coins, seal them, preserve them, and hold on to them like the valuable assets they are. The demand is only going to increase, especially for coins with authentic aging and no mint mark errors. If you think you might have this coin lying around somewhere, in a jar, in an old wallet, or passed down from a relative, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It is crucial to get it evaluated by a professional numismatist or grading service. A verified, graded 1971 50-cent coin in excellent condition is a prize in any collection. And if you're thinking about selling it, remember to list it strategically on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or specialist Australian numismatic sites. Use high-quality images, describe its condition accurately, and be prepared to entertain offers in the thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars if your coin is pristine. This is more than just a story about a coin. It's about the hidden potential in everyday objects. It's about unlocking value from history and realizing that something ordinary could be life-changing. The 1971 Australia 50-cent coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a treasure, a conversation starter, and a rare opportunity. So, whether you're a coin collector, a curious investor, or someone looking for a bit of luck, don't ignore that old coin pile at home. Search through it. Study it. You never know when you might strike gold, or in this case, a coin worth $18,000 or more. In a world where everything changes so fast, it's amazing how something from the past can still hold such incredible power and value today. This 1971 coin proves that time is a treasure, and those who pay attention to it can reap its rewards. Next up, the 1972 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin with no mint mark. This coin, although over 50 years old, is not just a piece of currency. It is a gateway to history, wealth, and an opportunity waiting to be discovered. The 1972 50-cent coin was issued as part of the Australian decimal currency system, introduced only a few years earlier in 1966. Unlike its silver predecessor from that first decimal year, the 1972 coin was made of copper and nickel, with a unique 12-sided shape and a bold design that stood out in circulation. While millions were produced that year, finding one today in pristine condition, without any mint mark, and preserved for decades is not easy. That's exactly what makes this coin so intriguing and valuable. The coin features the iconic Meccan portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, a regal and youthful depiction of Her Majesty that has become a collector's favorite. On the reverse, we find the proud Australian coat of arms, the kangaroo, the emu, and the heraldic shield symbolizing the strength and unity of the nation. It's a coin that doesn't just reflect monetary value but embodies a deep sense of Australian identity. So, why is this coin valuable today and why can it become even more valuable in the future? The answer lies in condition, rarity in high grades, and rising demand from collectors worldwide. The 1972 edition may not have been minted in low numbers, but the survival of clean, uncirculated, and untouched specimens is rare. Most coins have been used, spent, and scratched over the decades. But when a near-perfect one appears on the market, collectors compete fiercely to own it. At this very moment, collectors have reported selling high-grade 1972 50-cent coins for between $2,500 and $7,000, depending on the coin's shine, clarity of strike, and lack of surface wear. And that's just today's market. Experts believe that over the next decade, values for top-condition specimens could skyrocket beyond $25,000 as the pool of mint-state examples continues to shrink. Just imagine a coin that may be sitting forgotten in your drawer, inherited from a family member, or mixed in a box of change could be worth more than an international vacation or even a brand new car. It's these kinds of stories that fuel the passion of coin collectors and make this hobby one of the most exciting ways to invest in history. With the popularity of numismatics growing across the globe, especially among younger collectors who appreciate not just the value but the legacy behind each coin, the demand for unique Australian coins is rising fast. The 1972 50-cent piece, especially with no mint mark and preserved in stunning quality, has the potential to become a centerpiece in any collection. This is a coin with real financial power. The historical value is just as impressive. This was a period of economic and social change in Australia, a time when the country was redefining its image on the world stage. Owning a coin from this era is like holding a snapshot of the past, a symbol of resilience and transformation. It's more than money, it's a time capsule. If you are fortunate enough to come across a 1972 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin in exceptional condition, do not underestimate what you have. Get it professionally evaluated, sealed, and possibly graded by an authorized service. A graded coin with proof-like qualities can multiply in value instantly in auction houses or online platforms like eBay or heritage auctions. Right now, collectors from the United States, the UK, and even parts of Asia are actively seeking rare Australian coins. The global market is expanding, and Australian currency, especially from the 1960s and 1970s, is gaining major traction. This means the 1972 coin isn't just locally appreciated, it's internationally recognized for its potential. But don't wait too long. As more people become aware of this coin's potential, prices will rise. The earlier you take action, the greater your rewards. Whether you're selling or holding, the future looks bright for owners of this coin. With expert care, its value can increase year after year. You might be wondering, what's the absolute highest amount this coin could fetch? Well, in numismatics, record sales often surprise everyone. A coin in nearly flawless condition with documented provenance, clear images, and historical backing could realistically sell for more than $25,000 at the right time, to the right buyer. In the end, this is more than just a story about currency. It's about recognizing value where others don't. It's about believing in possibilities. The 1972 50-cent coin is a symbol of hidden potential. A coin that proves greatness doesn't always come from rarity in numbers, but from rarity in condition and timing. So, search your drawers, look through old jars, ask your relatives about coins passed down, and keep your eyes open. Because one single coin could be the reason your life takes a new turn. One moment of discovery, one decision to protect that treasure, and suddenly, you're part of something far bigger than just collecting. Next up, the 1973 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin with no mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin from the past, but in reality, this piece carries weight far beyond its face value. Minted during a time of national growth and social evolution, the 1973 50-cent coin stands as a reflection of Australia's journey through the early 1970s. Following the decimalisation of the Australian currency system in 1966, the 50-cent coin had already undergone one major transformation, from being made of silver to a more durable copper-nickel composition. The coin released in 1973 continued with this 12-sided design and featured the now iconic coat of arms on the reverse and the regal profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. Now let's talk about demand. The interest in this coin has surged in recent years. More and more collectors are actively searching for the 1973 edition in high-grade condition. It's not just Australians who are on the hunt, international collectors are entering the market as well, creating competition and driving prices upward. It's estimated that thousands of collectors across Australia and beyond are actively looking to buy this exact coin, especially in pristine condition. The 1973 50-cent coin may not have had a low mintage, but what makes it valuable today is the rarity of finding one in exceptional condition. Coins that have been circulated typically show wear, scratches, or dull surfaces. But a coin that has been preserved in a sealed holder, with minimal handling and no signs of deterioration, can fetch thousands of dollars in the collector's marketplace. In today's market, high-quality specimens of the 1973 Elizabeth 50-cent coin are being sold for incredible prices. Coins with sharp detail, strong luster, and no contact marks have fetched values between $3,500 and $10,000 depending on condition. And there have been private collectors known to offer up to $30,000 for ultra-rare proof-like examples that show virtually no signs of circulation. This coin is not just valuable today, it holds massive potential for the future. With each passing year, fewer and fewer uncirculated examples remain. Those that are already sealed and graded by professional coin services are considered blue-chip assets by collectors and investors alike. As demand increases and availability decreases, the value of this coin is only expected to climb even higher. But where did this coin come from, and why was it made? The 1973 issue was part of the regular Australian decimal currency series. There were no major commemorative events that year, which makes it even more interesting. Its plain, official design was not flashy or loud, yet that very simplicity is what draws many collectors to it. It was built to serve, but now, it has become a piece of treasure history. One of the key factors behind the growing fascination with this coin is its unique era. The early 1970s in Australia were marked by political change, cultural revolution, and a renewed sense of national pride. The coins from this time capture that energy, and owning a piece of it means holding on to history that helped shape the Australia we know today. Many buyers specifically seek the 1973 coin because of its quiet rarity. It's not always highlighted in collector books or online lists, which makes it somewhat of a hidden gem. Smart collectors know that the coins no one is talking about today often become the stars of tomorrow's auctions. That's why the 1973 50-cent piece is being bought, sold, and watched closely in collector communities around the world. Selling a 1973 50-cent coin with no mint mark in top condition can be a life-changing moment. Whether through auction houses like Downey's or international platforms like Heritage Auctions, sellers have seen offers soar into five-figure territory. With the right listing and verified grading, the coin can reach over $30,000 in value, especially when multiple collectors compete for ownership. You don't need to be an expert to recognize the value this coin holds. If you have a 1973 50-cent coin at home, don't ignore it. Look closely. Check the surfaces, the edges, and the details of the Queen's portrait. If it's in near-perfect condition, you might be holding something far more valuable than you ever imagined. And even if your coin isn't in mint condition, the rising popularity of 1970s Australian coins means its value is likely to increase in the years ahead. There's no better time than now to start paying attention, collecting smartly, and holding on to pieces of our shared history. Coins like these aren't just metal, they are milestones of time and culture. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1973 Australia Elizabeth 50-cent coin with no mint mark is a hidden powerhouse in the world of numismatics. It carries history, beauty, and increasing worth. Thousands want it, only a few own it, and its value is growing by the day. You could be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. So begin your search. Check those old collections. Ask your family members. Visit markets and coin dealers. Because you never know, the key to a small fortune might be hiding right under your nose, in the form of a 12-sided coin from 1973. Let this be your moment. Let this be your discovery. Next up, the 1978 Elizabeth II 50-cent coin with no mint mark. Don't be fooled by its common appearance or humble history, because this coin has become a major talking point among collectors and serious investors around the world. Issued in a time when Australian currency had already transitioned into the decimal era, the 1978 50-cent coin was a continuation of the post-silver copper-nickel series that began in 1969. Although its design didn't change dramatically that year, what makes the 1978 coin fascinating is the increasing scarcity of uncirculated and high-grade examples in modern times. These are no longer just coins, they are rare historical assets with powerful earning potential. The obverse of the coin features the elegant second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, portraying a confident and youthful monarch. On the reverse is the proud Australian coat of arms, surrounded by the dodecagonal, 12-sided frame that gives this coin its signature shape. While millions were minted, the secret lies in condition, preservation, and demand, and that's where the true value of the 1978 coin begins to shine. If you're wondering where this coin stands in today's market, the answer is simple, right at the center of a growing storm of attention. More and more collectors are actively seeking the 1978 edition because coins from the late 1970s are becoming increasingly hard to find in top condition. As a result, prices are climbing and the coin's reputation is gaining momentum in collector circles across Australia and internationally. Many serious buyers are willing to pay handsomely for a 1978 50-cent coin in near-perfect condition. Reports from private auctions and online sales have shown values ranging from $4,000 to over $12,000 depending on the grade, strike sharpness, and whether the coin has been professionally certified. And that's not all. Rare proof-like pieces and sealed coins have sparked bidding wars that pushed values as high as $35,000. This coin's value doesn't just lie in its age or composition. It's the combination of historical significance, visual appeal, and collector demand that drives its price higher each year. If you have this coin in uncirculated condition, especially one that's been preserved without blemishes, then you may be holding on to something far more valuable than you ever imagined. So, the big question is, where can you buy it, and more importantly, where can you sell it? For buyers, specialist coin shops, reputable dealers, certified auction platforms like Downey's or Heritage Auctions, and even eBay offer great opportunities. But be careful, condition is everything, so always ask for detailed photos or third-party grading before making a purchase. For sellers, the best place to earn top dollar is through verified platforms that cater to global numismatics communities. Present the coin clearly, use high-quality images, and be ready for big offers. Now, if you're fortunate enough to already own a 1978 Elizabeth 50-cent coin, you may be asking, should I sell it or keep it? The answer depends on your goals, but one thing is clear, its value is not going down. In fact, with global coin collecting on the rise and the number of quality coins dwindling, this specific coin is becoming harder to replace. Holding on to it could mean even more profit in the near future. To truly unlock its maximum value, your coin should be kept in a sealed, protective holder. Coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by services like PCGS or NGC attract significantly higher offers than raw coins. Sealing ensures no exposure to moisture, fingerprints, or dust, and that one step can increase the value by thousands of dollars when it comes time to sell. Remember, this isn't just about the coin's metal content or design. This is about legacy. A coin like the 1978 50-cent piece carries the story of its time, a period of economic stability, cultural growth, and Australia's evolving identity on the world stage. To own this coin is to own a piece of that journey, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for that experience. Every day, more people are beginning to recognize the financial power hidden in rare coins. Social media is filled with stories of people discovering valuable coins in old collections, pocket change, or inherited boxes. The 1978 50-cent coin is one of those coins that could deliver a life-changing surprise to anyone who pays attention. So what's the highest it could sell for? While today's high-end examples have touched $35,000, experts believe that within the next 5 to 10 years, the best-kept examples could break well beyond that threshold. With increasing demand and fewer quality coins available, the sky truly is the limit for this hidden gem of Australian currency. Ladies and gentlemen, if you own the 1978 Elizabeth 50-cent coin with no mint mark, treat it like the national treasure it is. Whether you choose to sell now or hold for the future, one thing is certain: its value is real, its demand is growing, and its legacy is unmatched. Don't miss your chance to be part of its incredible story. So begin your search. Check every coin, every drawer, every album, and every old box you come across. That 12-sided silver-toned coin might just be the golden opportunity you've been waiting for. It's more than metal, it's a piece of wealth, history, and future potential in the palm of your hand.